So you may have heard of 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, and basically it's a network of actors connected by shared movie appearances that can be linked to Kevin Bacon in 6 or fewer levels. Now today we're going to do something similar but with PubMed research papers. So by doing this, you can see, for example, if you and me run in similar paper publishing circles, or just in general, if we're linked through mutual people and networks. The first thing you want to do is just download or clone my script from the GitHub repo that I have in the video description. Now we're going to do this in Python, and I'm going to make it very simple so you can just get it up and running and make it your own. And you could use regular Python IDE or VS Code like me, it doesn't matter. But either way, I put a ton of notes in here so I can keep this video quick. So if you have questions, just let me know in the comments. One of the first things you want to do is just search for this email here and put your own in. And that's just if you make too many requests or there's some kind of issue that they can contact you. If you don't put a real one in, it could cause problems. So anyway, let's go here now and let's do our pip installs. Now you don't have to do the exact versions like I'm doing right here. You can just do network X and PyViz and it'll be fine. But I already have these, so I'm going to skip this here. But I just wanted to show you that. Now let's actually open the script here, and you're going to be able to get this from the video description, so don't worry. All right, so this is going to open here. You can see tons of notes here, just like I mentioned before. I just want to make this really easy, and this allows me to keep the video short. Now I have some easy settings here that I'll get to. I'll explain these in detail, but there'll also be some notes on those as well. So we have author 1 right here. Keep it really simple. And we have author 2 right here. And this is the pair that we're going to try to create in our network. So you can just see literally right here, pairs to test, got those people right there. And this is where all the magic happens. Now this allows us to not let the network get too huge and out of control. As you can imagine, co-authorship networks can get huge, and these settings I found worked pretty good for me. You may want to pause at certain sections here because I am going to go fast because I have lots of notes and visuals, but so I started off with 6 degrees. I think in my case, I could have done anywhere between 4 and 6 and been fine. Max papers per identity, I did 200. That's usually PubMed's max per query anyway. I did max authors of 35. I didn't want papers with like 94 authors on it. And my max neighbors here, I did at 20. Max identities at 55. And did my max candidate pass of 40. And my max pass at 12. I don't need 40 different ways of the same thing. And then after I got a candidate count of 25, we just stopped so it doesn't get unwieldy here. So right here, we want to make sure that the author name here between publications is actually the same person. Our 0.94 here, we're pretty sure it's the same person, just a difference of punctuation, for example. And this next one, we might need a little bit more review, but sometimes there's misspellings, there's problems where it is the same person, it's just a little bit off. Anything lower than that, we're going to weed out. All right, let's go ahead and run this, and it may take a bit depending on your settings. Now, for me, this took about 20 minutes. You have to consider a number of authors and papers, the parameters and limits that we set to extract different publications through our networks and so on. So you might need to tweak the settings to find what's right for you. All right, let's fast forward to the completion here. And I set this up so it'd be a nice, easy HTML output that allows us to easily visualize some results. Now above, we had 12 different pathways between our selected authors. Our best ones are within 3 degrees, but there are a lot of 4-degree pathways here that we can see. When you hover over authors, you see a lot of info about them. And when you click on the lines, which are the papers, you can see more information about the connections. So you can see that some links here are more reliable than others. Not everyone has an ORC ID, but when 2 authors do, having that unique ID makes it a lot easier to link them through a network. Our case in yellow here is a little less clear and might need some human level review. Anyway, I know this video was pretty quick, but I wanted to keep it short so you can just get this up and running, and I put tons of comments in the code. But if you have questions, just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help you there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and take care.